Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to the birthday roast of Krysten, aka the Curbster. First of all, I want to thank Noelle for letting me borrow her very luxurious podium. But it's really nice to see all of you here today. It really is. You're a raggedy bunch, aren't you? But I'm glad we could represent for the big girls tonight, even though some of you likely just showed up because you heard the word roast. But I kid. Speaking of food, we have a nice little spread for you guys, so help yourselves. Raven brought some cuties. Oh wait, no. She ate all of those. Just couldn't help yourself, huh? I see Mark brought some soup. Oh, no, wait, those are just your lips. I thought those were soup coolers, my bad. But, hey, that's fine, because Noelle brought muffins, and there's plenty to go around. Although I think she just brought the tops. Sorry. Okay, anyway. Our first roaster tonight is Mark, or as I like to call him, Cum Dumpster. You see, I call him that because, well, Noelle, I don't have to explain that to you, obviously. But in Mark's defense, unlike you, he waited until we knew each other for like 3 years before we did all that, as opposed to you and your techno time, which was about 3 hours. But, I kid. He's a nice young man. So religious, too. He doesn't even curse. Well, unless he's being anally penetrated. But let me just let him hurry up and get up here and get started. I'm sure he's anxious to get up here and bore us with something stupid like something about Ghana. Although I'm actually shocked he loves it there so much. Isn't Ghana one of those African countries where it's illegal to be gay? I'm just saying. I'm amazed he wasn't shot on sight. Alright, everybody give it up for Mark. Woo!
Waka. Anyway, guys, we're here for Krysten's 25th birthday extravaganza. She's turning a quarter-century old today. It's kind of old. Don't get no older than that. But what can I say about Krysten? Krysten is so hilarious. Like, anything that comes out of her mouth can be made funnier in the Krysten voice. I mean, just one word is just so much funnier because Krysten said it. I mean, the room can be completely quiet, and then you'll just hear in the Krysten voice, Timbuktu. Her voice makes everything so much funnier, like the way she says things. Hilarious. Like, I can just see us now walking down the sidewalk at the zoo, and then you got the pelicans over here, the penguins over there, the monkeys down the corner, right? Down the block on the corner. We get to the end of the sidewalk, and she goes, look at those coons. All their coonery. Krysten, she just makes everything so funny. And Krysten also has the best dance moves. I'm just telling you. Who else do you know can do the cat daddy to the mayhem slide? Quarter turn. I don't see why she always says she doesn't have any friends. I know personally, if I was in Detroit, we'd be hanging out all the time. I can see myself now on the Wayne State University campus. Krysten! What else can I say about Krysten? Krysten Jones, not to be confused with Krysten Coleslaw. Because Krysten, I heard that you got cussed out a couple times by being confused for coleslaw. And actually, the first time I heard your name, I thought that you were coleslaw. And then when I saw your picture, I was like, wait a minute, there's something different. Must be the hair. Speaking of hair, Krysten is also the first person that taught me about a lot of new hairstyles. I mean, I had no idea that there was a such thing as a kitchen and that it could be shaved. I'm thinking she shaves her kitchen? Like, does she have chia pets growing in her kitchen next to her dishwasher or something that she has to keep trimmed or something? I didn't know that all this was a kitchen. I had no idea. So thank you, Krysten, for teaching me, kitchen. In case I ever go to beauty school, I need to know where the kitchen is. But of course now, if anybody asks me to go get something out of the kitchen, I'm usually like, oh, that kitchen, okay, let me go. So anyway, I just wanted to say happy birthday, Krysten, and also I had so much fun last week in Detroit. We should do that again sometime. Ooh, pour my soul up. It's so tasty too.
Wow, that was cringe-tastic. I felt less awkward watching Cheryl hip roll. You know, he asked me what he should cut, and after hearing that act, your throat. But to be fair, Mark said he didn't know what a roast was. I mean, why should someone with 2 degrees who has lived all over the world be familiar with common everyday terms? Are you sure you didn't get shot to Virginia Tech and just suffered some kind of brain damage? I'm just saying. Anyway, our next roaster is Raven, Miss Access herself. Fun fact, she is currently trying to get pregnant. I'm curious as to how she's going to be able to tell the difference, though. She seems like the perfect candidate for that show, I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. But seriously, she's very committed to the whole thing. She's been eating for 2 for years just to get the practice. I'm sure her and the hubs are having fun practicing, though. No wonder he loves potato wedges so much. It reminds him of sex with Raven. Her body is shaped like a potato, and he spends the whole time wedged underneath her. Anyway, all jokes aside, I know she can't wait to have another little bundle of joy to pawn off on its grandparents constantly, and to send to daycare 18 hours of the day so she can stay at home and sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, Raven.
Thank you for those kind words of wisdom. What is this? She left a little muffin crumbs on the table or something. Muffin tops for everybody, I guess. Anyway, this roast is about Krysten. This is her birthday. So I guess we should be telling her happy birthday right now. But I'm sure she'd rather us tweet it or mention it because, you know, she likes her Kirby mentions. So hopefully you find a sharp outfit and a sharp tunic and some sharp lip gloss to go with that sharp lip you got. But anyways, Krysten, you know, I know you'll have a good birthday. You know, after all, we're roasting you. I mean, with all that meat you got, you could be roasted, fried, oven baked, everything else, girl. You know what I'm saying? But that's Southern pride. I'm a thick girl. I ain't hating on you. You know, it's these over here, you know, Mark Anthony and Barrett with these low T cells we need to really worry about. But anyway, girl, it's your birthday. So I'm going to roast you on the way. And then I guess we'll store you in the refrigerator till next year. Unfreeze you, whatever we got to do for the bone. Get the bone for the flavor for next year. Anyway, girl, happy birthday!
Wow. 3 weeks, and that's what you come up with. Thank God this is the last birthday video. Whew. I'd rather watch Noelle try to dance to a song while Mark tries to sing it than have to sit through that again, Raven. Whew. Yikes. Speaking of good old techno rhythm, our next roaster is someone that actually has a very unique secret. It turns out that when Don Imus was referring to nappy-headed hoes, he actually meant her. That's right, Noelle Manley. Now before you scoot your office chair, aka your lone piece of furniture in that empty walk-in closet you're trying to pawn off as an apartment, up to the podium, let me just say, I know people give you a hard time about your hair and your rags, I mean clothes, such as Diamond, but even though she's one of your biggest tormentors, you shouldn't listen to it. You know why? Because you are twice the man she is. So let's give a round of sound for Noelle. Woo! Come on up here, girl.
Hey there, folks. Today we've come to celebrate the 45th, I don't know, 35th, 25th, whatever. Yeah, that's believable. The birthday of our dear old buddy, Krysten, Kirby, Curbster, all those wonderful names. K-Boogie. And to celebrate this marvelous day, I've decided to honor her by wearing something similar to her ever so stylish tunics. I don't know if it works for me as well as it works for her, but hey. So I remember when I first met Krysten, it was about a few months ago, March of this year at Chicago Midway Airport. And it was St. Patrick's Day and all, and you know, you expect maybe a leprechaun, but I really wasn't expecting a troll to come and greet me. And I had no idea that she was going to be that short. I mean, in her picture, she stands with such determination and, you know, purpose and stuff, and I really was not expecting her to be 3.5 feet tall. And then when we met, we did this awkward hug, handshake exchange, and I saw her hands and they were grubby and small, and I was like, you always talk about how much you enjoy ginger ale on your flights, but how do you open the can? So I figured, oh, that's where her sharp upper lip comes in handy. And one of my funniest memories of Krysten would have to be when she impersonated me, and it wasn't very nice, I'll have to say. But it was about making fun of me riding the bus because I don't have a car yet, whatever. And I was just thinking, you know, at least I won't have to worry about my bus getting stolen from my driveway. But I mean, we all can't have wonderful watchdogs on their deathbeds like Glacier, so yeah. And I really won't drag this out too long because I have school to prepare for shortly, but hopefully it won't take me 8 years like it has for some people. And yeah, happy birthday, bucko. And a toast to you could warm your soul up. Curvy strut on over.
Oh, finally, someone worthy of being up here on the dais. Although, looking at you gals, I'm shocked the thing hasn't collapsed from all the weight. But let me bring this back to our favorite little midget of a grubby pawed guy. Krysten! Krysten. What can I say about you that hasn't already been said? I mean, on the bright side, you got plenty of mentions. But I'm sure it was all in love. How could we all not be friends? We have so much in common. You and Noelle both enjoy the sport of extreme sleeping, aka sleeping anywhere but on an actual bed. You and Mark both have beloved dogs that continue to inch closer and closer to the brink of death. You and Raven have the ability to crush small appliances using only your breasts. And you know what we have in common. Our 5 o'clock shadows. Yes. Then, of course, you all share that common bond of being from broken homes and being conceived out of wedlock. But wow, Krysten, you are 25. How does that feel? Or better yet, how did it feel the first 6 times you turned 25? Huh? Not to say that you act old or anything, but you are one Werther's original away from being called Nana. Come on, honestly, how old are you, really? Were you there during Reagan's assassination attempt saying, oh no, we're not doing that? Were you on the bus with Roses saying, I'm not begging you to stay? I could even see you at Jesus' crucifixion asking his disciples how many times you were mentioned. Is that why you keep your kitchen shaved? Because all the hair back there actually turned gray? Don't get me wrong though, Krysten is really a lot of fun. Shame that no one else seems to think so, since her free time is mainly spent telling Sean to put on some real clothes and cleaning up Glacier's vomit. Such a waste having a new car with no friends though. I mean, you have no friends to visit, no job to go to now. You're getting about as much use out of your car that Mark gets out of his pet egg. Really though, Krysten, you know how to have a good time. And not just while on your back. We all know that you're a great dancer. Everyone loves it when you do your cat daddy while singing, they call me SpongeBob. Although in reality, you're shaped a lot more like Mr. Krabs. It's just nice that we could all get together for one of Krysten's milestones though. Since she likely won't be having any others, such as a wedding or graduation. I mean, Krysten has been in school so long that the stuff she learned her freshman year isn't even current anymore. Her high school reunion is going to come and she will still be in college. At this point, she's better off telling people she is in medical school. I'm sure she has some scrubs or a lab coat somewhere. But the only way she's really going to get a degree at this point is if it's honorary. What are you even taking this semester? You have been there long enough to have taken every single course that that school offers. You probably have to get your transcripts on a spreadsheet. In all honesty, though, Krysten, you and I go way back. I can't even count the times we traveled together. Although I could do without the snoring. Last time we went to Detroit, I had to bolt down the furniture so you wouldn't inhale it. Woo! But, you know, besides that, it's no wonder they make you sleep in the den. Sharing a room with you is like trying to sleep on top of a speeding freight train. If you ever get married, I hope you marry someone deaf. Either way, I'm sure you both will still be living in the Jones compound with the rest of your extended family. I mean, I am almost convinced from all the random loud ghetto cousins and aunts always in and out in the repeated police raids that you and Mello live in the same house. Yeah. But anyway, Krysten, thanks for letting us roast you and for letting Mark do whatever that is he was trying to do. You know we love you, and we hope that you had a great birthday. Thanks for turning out for Krysten's Roast, and have a good night, everybody. One more hand for Krysten.
Popping bottles in the ice like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor in my ride, like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6.